Okay, great. Then welcome to our third monthly OmnAI meeting. I'm happy that you all joined. We have a new contributor here, which is Pascal. Pascal is an intern in our company and works on the OmnAI Scope data server. Pascal, would you like to introduce yourself quickly?
Sure. My name is Pascal. I'm Praktikant,
Intern.
I'm an intern. Ist mal, mir fehlen gerade die Worte, sorry.
It's fine, okay, no problem. So that's Pascal. We also have Timo and Franz here, which Timo you know, and Franz is another contributor in our project. Franz, would you like to introduce yourself quickly?
Sure. Hi, I'm Franz. I think I introduced myself last time, but I'm a contributor from outside the company. I know some people from the company and like the project, and I like to program buttons into programs.
Great. Okay. So I think we can start then with the agenda for today. First, we have a quick presentation of what happened in the last month in the project. We will discuss the process in the project and the interesting discussions and pull requests and issues that happened in the last month. For this, I would have a little presentation. There it is. Okay, great. Does everyone see the presentation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so a quick overview of the current project. We had 27 merge pull requests in the last month and 6 close issues. And we had a lot of new features in the software. This is the last month's release, which had relative time, advanced mode, and a play and stop button. And this is the release of today, which is version 1.16.2. We have now a start button and a whole toolbar, which has also a record button where you can select the data source. You can set the measurement duration, you can select a folder and set a file name for a recording. And if everything is set, you can click on OK and it will start a recording. We have a play button which you can click, which works the same as before, and we have a save button. When you click on the play button, you can select a data source and it will start the measurement. We have a control panel where you can see all the connected OmnAI scopes and the random data source, and you can also set the name of the OmnAI scope, for example, to test scope. In the control panel, you have also additional files and analysis, which should be implemented in the future. You can set a relative time and a normal time as we integrated Unix timestamps in the software. You have a analysis tool which can show you analysis of the selected graph with min, max, average, MS, and samples. Additionally, you have a tooltip which will show you the time and the x-axis. You can zoom on x and y-axis and drag and drop the plot. I'm just waiting to the video to go further. We have a settings menu where you can set the theme to light or dark mode, and you can set the font size with a preview how the font size is applied. And have a survey measurement tool where you can measure the distance of time and voltage between 2 points in the graph. This should furthermore be integrated in the analysis tool, as it is not really useful as its own survey measurement tool. We have additional measurement settings in the settings menu, but is not completely implemented yet. And that's it. That's all the features that we implemented in the last month. And I think this is a really great progress for 1 month if we look at the version we had before. So what we added is a toolbar, start, stop, save, record. We added the new version of the OmnAI data server, which sends us Unix timestamps instead of only times that are counted up. We have CSV parsing for the new data format of the data server. We fixed the relative timestamps on the x-axis for the OmnAI data server and the random data server. We have a zoom, a tooltip, a survey tool, and we have the interactive analysis tool, which was developed by Timo as it's his first pull request. We have the control panel, we have a settings menu where we can set the font size and the theme, and we have a lot of fixes and refactoring in the software. For Franz, I think we discussed it last time that the software isn't really greatly structured and has no entry point. We also fixed that and now have a main component where you can start, and from there on you can go into the graph and into the toolbar and all the other settings menus that are found in the application, which should make the introduction for new developers into the program easier. We have now 12 contributors instead of 11, as Timo also did his first contribution to the project. That is the progress for the month. Really interesting pull requests this month were first no reset switching axis. This is a pull request that fixed the initial zoom behavior. We implemented not only a zoom for the whole graph where both axes can be zoomed, but a zoom for different axes. And the implementation of this is a core behavior for the zoom. And it's really interesting to look at it, how it's implemented, because as not expected, it's not trivial how this was implemented, as D3 doesn't have an initial or native integration for that. And I really liked the solution of it, as it was an example from the D3 graph features. Additionally, hashtag 155 is really interesting. That's the adding of the record button. And I think it's a great example how other buttons to the toolbar, or how at all functions for data sources can be integrated in the program without, but with implementing the data source architecture that is already there. Also 161 is great, which is at device polling for multiple servers. That's the first step that we are taking now to integrate the architecture from discussion 50, which describes how the state handling of multiple data sources and multiple servers in the software should be managed. interesting issues are 128, the fix of the CI release. It's currently not building as we do not have extra rules for the Git bot, and should be fixed within the next month. And we also have 160, which is also regarding to discussion 50, which is integrate automatic device polling for multiple servers. Therefore, our now newly interesting discussion is hashtag 50 with its conceptual ideas on state handling of data sources. For everybody that is currently working on the project, it would be a great, it's a good idea to read through this discussion and to see what the steps needed are to implement this architecture. So our next steps for the next months are hashtag 50, which is implementing the architecture presented, to update the functionality to the new OmnAI Scope data server interface, which Pascal implements. This is regarding to the recording process and the save process. Last month we implemented a save and a record button, but those say things only in the RAM and not in the storage of the device directly, and it should not be saved on the storage of the device directly without a user input. Therefore, we should change how the backend works, and therefore also the save and record functionality in the front end will change. Additionally, want to improve the graph features. You saw the survey tool I mentioned, which should be integrated in the analysis tool, and also different analysis should be improved for the graph. That's it for today's presentation. I wanted to say quickly that this is my last OmnAI monthly meeting, which I will maintain. The next monthly OmnAI meeting will be maintained by someone else. I'm currently not sure who that will be. But with the end of this month, I will leave the company, and I am really glad that I could work with you all, and it was a really good project, and I hope you can improve the project in the future. And yeah, that's for me. Do you have any questions or feedback about the project and the new implementation, especially the implementation of the state handling of multiple data sources? Okay, it seems that there...
Not from my side.
Timo, do you have any questions?
No, not now.
Okay. I think then we are done for today. Was nice that you joined. I think Franz needed to go a bit earlier. And yeah, maybe we can see us in another open source project or another project in the future. It was really nice to work with you, and I wish you a good day. Bye.
Bye.